Venus just landed and she's got it. A 60% win rate, a deck full of spells, and an opponent who has no idea what just hit them. Venus is a 3/3 that reads when your cards in play are empowered, give those cards an additional +1 power. So, Venus. This is a card people are anticipating and dreading at the same time. I think this card is very interesting, mainly because there are so many different archetypes it can fit into. There's bounce packages, there's Silver Surfer stuff obviously, and there's something a little more niche that I went with today, which is more of a spell package. So just before I get into the deck, I'll let you guys know that after that I'll do the gameplay and then I'll do my review of the card. But for now, if I had to give a one comment before jumping into the rest of the video, I would say maybe the sound effects need toning down slightly. Okay, so here is my deck. It's a bit of an interesting one, right? You probably don't see the whole deck coming together just by looking at this. If you've been around on my channel for a little while, you'll know I love the Circe Evolve package, and while it's kind of stripped back and bare bones here, there is still a decent amount. So I'll go through the cards one by one, and as I said, afterwards show you guys some gameplay to see how this works. So the hood is in here mainly to feed Marvel Boy. So with Venus, we're trying to find things that give like small boosts of power, and I thought, Marvel Boy is perfect for that. That's why Bishop's here as well. Every time Bishop gets an extra power, Venus is going to boost it by an additional power, which is perfect. So Hood is in here for that reason, but it also pairs with the Circe play. And because Merlin's in here, Merlin needs some targets for its polymorph as well, so Hood works perfectly there. Nicholas Scratch, which is kind of the other aspect of this deck. There are a decent amount of spells, not too many, but enough to keep your hand stocked on spells to where Nicholas Scratch feels decent, but also on top of that, Venus is buffing Scratch an additional every time it gets a buff. Clear is in here to feed Scratch. That's sort of the same idea. Marvel Boy can then buff Clear. There's a couple of other ways to buff Clear in this deck. That's the main way you're going to be able to do it though with Marvel Boy. One change I would probably suggest, and this is mainly because, looking back in retrospect, the Evolve package is mainly in here because I really enjoy those cards. But I think if you swapped Sentry for Kahori, and possibly Circe, I would say Devil Diner, but Devil Diner doesn't feel too strong these days. Maybe find something else that buffs cards. You might have a better time. The thing is, because with Kahori is going to rain down things all over the place. Venus will then cause those to give extra buffs, and it gives Clear another way to get power, but I'm a sucker for playing Sentry and then polymorphing it to surprise your opponent. That's the main reason I have that here. And I got ahead of myself quite a lot there. So Merlin is in here just to keep generating those spells. Having an ability to remove Limbo is always necessary as well. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, in here to give you a bit of a steadier supply of those 1-drops for Marvel Boy, but also fodder for Werewolf by Night. Werewolf is also going to be getting buffed by Venus. Every time it bounces, it gets a Venus proc. This deck can be slow if you don't draw the things you need. It struggles sometimes, but as soon as you start taking off, the deck has really surprised me. Bishop is a bit of a sleeper card with Venus. I think I heard a couple of people mention him, but again, he was in my old Evolve package, and I really do enjoy the card. And having him be able to get an additional proc is perfect. Venus really does shine with Bishop, and there may be some decks in the future that refined that idea better than what I've done here. I've kind of put something together day one that I think would work, and it did do some pretty good results for me. It got just above a 60% win rate, which I think is nothing to scoff at. There were times that the game wasn't giving me Venus stuff, and then for some reason every time I ran into a bot I would get Venus, but it is what it is. If you see a bit more above the average bot games in this video, I do apologize for that, but that will be the reason. Prowler is a bit of a surprising one, mainly because we only have Werewolf that moves, but it does generate 1-cost spells, which is good for Nicholas and is good for Bishop, and I guess Venus also benefits from some of the spells that it puts out. Tomorrow I'm going to do a Jeff video, and I do think Jeff is going to be better in a deck with Venus. Not necessarily the build I have here. I'll show you the build that I have tomorrow. Honestly, Jeff probably just works in this deck as well. Maybe if you wanted to put it in instead of like Hawkeye or something like that. Or maybe even if you swap Circe and Sentry and put Kahori and Jeff. might be better, but you'll have to let me know how you get on with that. But as for Prowler, I wanted to put Prowler in here because it's a pretty fun card. If you do have Werewolf going with things, Prowler giving you those spells for 0 is nice. It's a card that doesn't really see much play when I think it's better than people give it credit for. And then obviously I've said the Cersei Sentry stuff, which I'm almost leaning towards probably saying to swap them, but depends. If you like the look of the evolve stuff I pull off in this video, then you can make your mind back to that. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Stick around if you want to see the Jeff video tomorrow. I have a pretty good deck idea for what I want to do for that card. And I will see you after the gameplay. Mr. Echo. Is that a Lost reference? Can we actually get Venus? I feel like the card's just been eluding me this whole time. Whoa. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. Especially if I got Venus. Are they just going to change it, do we think? No, but they do have... Okay, are they a merge deck? Because if they're a merge deck, I could get ahead of it. Ooh, Venus. Let's try. I actually don't think I can get ahead of it, you know. I don't have anything to really work with it. The fact that you're snapping as well, I don't like that. But we'll see. I'm just gonna go for it, because why not? It's an interesting sound effect. Okay, flames. Marble Boy. Maybe I can do something with this. It feels unlikely because this man spider is going to be insane, but... Ooh. Does this mean you're about to Galactus? This is nuts, by the way, but something's telling me they're about to Galactus, which means I can just do this. Come on, be Galactus, make my day. Agony. Still works. We got rid of the Venus in the end, but look at these flames, that's insane. Oh, GG, Mr. Echo. Victory. Okay, it's starting off pretty straightforward here. Yeah, it kind of needs to be played like this. Extend the acid arrow there. Interesting. So I feel like this is definitely a bot. quite a few Marvel Boy buffs. I'll go with Sentry for now. Then probably just put Cersei on Dark Dimension. It could be enough. Cersei here, and then maybe Marvel Boy Prowler, something like that. Marvel Boy Venus, if we actually draw it. I go with a snap. Did I snap in time? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's just do Marvel Boy Prowler. If it is a bot, they'll stay because they're winning 2 locations. Now we just need to hope we don't get crazy 5-drop from Void that messes with us. I don't even know if that's possible. But... nice.
Victory.
Okay. Well, in that case... let's see what we get from Hawkeye, and then more than likely it will just be Bishop, and then maybe something like Prowler with a bunch of stuff. Interesting. Do they want my hand full?
Wind, aid my hand.
Very interesting. Okay. I was thinking Marvel Boy, but it might just be better to do this.
Oh, snap.
Ooh. That's a pain. But also easy to come back from.
Clear for takeoff.
Especially with Flight Harness. Sentry is probably not the best thing to play. I'll try Merlin and then Remote Mines. Thing with Merlin, if we get the location change ability, that's pretty solid for Cancun.
The throne.
Okay, well, never mind my support going to the right. And we don't get the Cancun ability. Trying to think about it, feels like it's enough. This, possibly. Although the 3-drop we're gonna get from Merlin could be a gamble. But we'll see. Maybe the best bet. I wonder if they'll play Cancun because they think I could possibly change it. Is this Galactus? Magneto. That's pretty smart. But unfortunately for them, not enough.
Victory.
Also, imagine if I had the ability to change... What is it even called? I can't even check anymore because Merlin's gone, but you know what I mean. The game really doesn't seem to want to give me Venus. Just be the location that puts a 3-drop either side. Well, I mean, I'll give you a chance for the next one, it's okay. Merlin into Werewolf is looking good though. Okay, so this is Arasham. An Arasham that created them both a Quicksilver and a Domino. It's kind of funny. Ooh. Just screw them over, but it also screws me over. More than they probably realize right now. Let's do Nicholas Polymore.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Okay. So with Werewolf, we probably have to look to possibly sacrifice the right, because Werewolf's always just going to jump back over to us. But if we can get Werewolf to join us... Yeah, hopefully we win the middle. They've guaranteed the right side. Silver first steps, okay. To be expected. My power output isn't crazy, but Remote Mines is 4 power, Demon is 6. After that, Marvel Boy can be 4, with Clear being 3. That's probably the best I have, which doesn't feel great, honestly, but... Let's see. Remote Mines is going to detonate and then bring Well over, I believe. We just need to hope they don't pull something big from Eson here. Never mind, they have Stardust. Never mind, they screwed themselves over with that one. They're running both cards in the deck. That is a problem with Arasham, I've noticed. Game, this is a Venus video. Can I actually have the card, please? This would be the perfect game to get her as well. Phantom Tunnel is actually going to give me an opportunity here. If I don't draw it and I don't pull her with Quantum Tunnel, I'm just going to give up, honestly. Yeah, there we go. We're saved. Do I want to Jin? Venus will give them both extra power, I believe. I'm not actually sure how that works. Let's find out. I don't think she does by the looks of that. Nope. But that is okay. Once in future... Oh. Maybe we do... Nicholas once in future Sentry. We're going to fill our hand with wisps, but also I could trade them for things in my deck, so might not be the worst thing. Then we get the Venus and Nicholas combo. Is this, ooh, never mind. Negative. Feels like it might be. Did I have Bishop? Oh, actually, can't actually get Bishop right now. Ignore me. And... yeah. Could do Jin and then once in future back to the deck. But then I'll just have a whole bunch of energy and not much to do with it.
Behold my mighty hand.
Okay, so it's the combo style deck. Acid Arrow is probably going to be pretty good to help mess up what they're doing. I am really just negating my draws here. Then hopefully I draw something decent, because if not, I'm probably in trouble. Either that or if I mess up the onslaught location.
I am Iron Man. I am.
Yeah, Flames of Whole team would have helped me a lot, huh? Uatu. This is the guy actually running Uatu. Can I get something, please? Oh no.
Opponent snapped.
Why are you snapping? What are they about to do that I'm not going to see coming here? 'Cause they seem so confident, but like, what am I... And what, I'm playing a 3-drop and then hoping to polymorph Werewolf? You know what? Screw it. I'm going to polymorph Hawkeye into
Judgment.
Rogue. Never mind. Yeah, let's just pretend that game didn't happen. Okay, we got Venus. We lost our Marble Boy. Bishop and Venus is a pretty good combo though. I actually got Merlin. I was concerned about how I was going to keep the drive going forward, but this feels pretty decent. Daredevil. Is this like a budget? Feels like a... I don't know what it feels like anymore. I was going to say budget Doom 2099 deck, but now I don't know. Also, I realized I should probably snap because Sentry. Odin. Okay. Let's do Venus, Nicholas, and
I wouldn't do it.
because I think as a bot, I'm gonna get rid of this. So then I'll be losing this location instead of winning it. Why is it as soon as I face off, well, as soon as I actually get Venus, I face off against a bot? Venus just gave it insane buffs on this side. Okay, Werewolf into Polymorph into Universal. Huh. Can Werewolf bounce out of her? I'm actually not sure. Can't, but it doesn't... Oh, it can, apparently. That sound effect is gonna get annoying very quickly.
Victory.
Ooh. I was gonna say it looks like I stand a pretty good chance with the left, but America Chavez is a bit worrying. Never mind, it is a bot. I don't know why I keep getting bots. At least I don't have Venus to pair with it this time. It's like every time that I was drawing Venus, I was getting a bot opponent.
Oh, snap.
Pretty good thing to snap on. One thing that could screw me here is if they play into Otto's lab and it pulls Cersei. What are the chances? Very little, apparently.
Opponent snapped.
Well, let's pull something from their side. Do I just Cersei last turn? It's not as obvious. They might be less likely to retreat for that reason. What do they have? Iron Man. Okay.
I am Iron Man.
I actually feel like I could technically contest Iron Man if I were to Cersei here. Werewolf moves. Definitely remote mining here, but then if I Light Harness remote mine, might just be spreading my things too thin. Oh, they retreated.
Victory.
Oh well, I'll take it regardless. Okay. Still no Venus. Well. I will shut my mouth. Okay, we have some pretty good options actually. As much as I think Bishop is better early, maybe Marble Boy clear next turn. This Josie is buffing Kitty Pryde is a problem, man. We snap. Yeah. I think, honestly, quite likely they could still win this. But I also want to see the capacity of what Venus can do, and when there's more stakes at play, it makes it more interesting. Flames only goes off once, however. So those triggers only go off once. It doesn't technically count as proccing twice. That's good to know. Bishop into Nicholas into... Just do Flames here. Flames here make more sense, probably. We only get one clear. Do we think we win this? Because I'm not certain on the right location. Even if I flames, it's only going down to 7. So I have to play Prowler to even be considering winning it. And then they're just going to push middle, right? Let's try it. It's better than trying to flames middle when I can just Hawkeye middle. Okay. Yeah, they retreated.
Victory.
That was a very good Venus game though. I'm glad that I snapped. Oh, this is looking pretty nice. We have Clear, Merlin, Marble Boy. Nicholas Scratch would be pretty good to get. Of course, Venus would also be pretty good to get. Guess I'll have to lean on the secondary option. I have my own HUD. They're looking like, well, I guess a bot as well, technically. But I was going to say mill.
Oh, snap.
Definitely a bot. How quickly they ended that turn. In which case, maybe I try and stay behind in power. Kind of difficult to do that when you destroy all your own stuff. Looks like mission was accomplished, however. Mindscape? Dunno. Not feeling Mindscape. And at this point, I don't even think I'm going to care about trying to stay behind.
I'm about to juice this up.
It was nice of them to duplicate their hand just before. I was about to take it though.
All systems go.
It really toned down this audio. Yeah, I think, well, this is more than enough. Yeah,
Victory.
nice. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, Merlin into Bishop is a good start. This again feels like a bot. Yeah, it's definitely a bot.
Opponent snap.
Don't even know why I did that really, but I was assuming they would try and beat me in the middle, so let's see if I can do something here to stop them. Their own bishop, okay. Yet again negating my draw, it would seem. Okay, let's do... Yeah, I think I have to play it. I'll do this, because if the acid arrow can't go here, I can then pull it over after. Did I do that correctly? I think I did, but we'll see. Yeah, never mind. Good job I didn't try and play it there then. Sentry Polymorph. But also, I suppose it's pointless trying to play it here. Not really. A bot could technically just move Nightcrawler, but who am I kidding? That's always the best play. Nice. And I'll put Cleo middle for the same reason of locations that I've always mentioned. If you have 12 plus power. I'm not mad to lose the HUD. Can Bishop get to 6? I don't think he can. Werewolf is probably a better bet. Okay. Ooh. I've already got a Venus variant. What do we do? Probably finish with Prowler in the middle. Brings Werewolf over. Give them an Acid Arrow and put Prowler here. Their Storm isn't going to prop before the location does. And we got our Venus, okay. Yeah. Don't know why I have to keep checking this card's text so often, but... Nice, we got the Werewolf buffs and the Bishop buffs. This is crazy. We can technically make Werewolf finish in the middle if we put remote mines there. It is also technically the best place to place Cersei right now. What is best? Cersei Marvel by remote mines is probably the best. They're going for that left location. Got Havoc, which is technically still something. Oh, Jeff. Nice seeing you here. Oh, they Silver Surfered again. Which is unfortunate because that technically makes me... Never mind.
Victory.
Don't know what I was thinking there, but I was wrong. You can ignore me. Did I think that it was only going to get +1 from Marvel Boy? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, worked out. So, Venus, what do I think? I think the card is pretty solid, honestly. I don't think it's blow you out of the water proportions. I think I gave it 4.5, which I don't know right now. I think that could be slightly high, but also I don't think it is high. This card has potential. Somebody's going to come out with a deck, and Venus is going to be a must-use card. And I would probably reiterate that I haven't used this with Jeff just yet because I wanted to focus the video on Venus. But I think that this card is going to pair perfectly with a card like that. Definitely keep an eye out for decks this card's going to be around for the season, right? So if you see anything that catches your eye, pick it up. It's definitely high on the radar, but you've seen this season, there's a lot of cards coming out here that all seem pretty good. So if you have limited tokens, you might want to kind of pick and choose here and there. I do think Venus is on the more powerful side. Obviously, if you're rolling, you've got Monstro in there as well, which I don't think is as strong. But you've got cards coming up like Jubilee, Silver Surfer, which also seems pretty good, and you've got Submariner, again, seems pretty good. So I would say the choice is up to you if you see any deck that pops up that you like with this card in, but I do think she seems pretty solid, pretty strong. I would definitely recommend it. So please do drop a subscribe if you guys enjoyed. I'm going to do a Jeff video tomorrow, and then Monstro likely the day after. Just try and cover all those cards. I think I have an interesting deck idea for Monstro as well. It's probably going to be one of those cards that nobody picks up because there's too many good cards this season and people are rating Monstro low. But we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.